content area reading is when students are able to read expository texts in any subject where most of the reading will have a heading and a subheading and a focus under that heading which talks about that specific heading only. In content area reading, you're also looking at ways and strategies of reading all kinds of content, literature, music, science, history, and the ways that would be best to read that kind of content, such as looking at the organizational patterns that would be involved, looking at the kinds of descriptions that would be involved, looking at the vocabulary that's included.
You guys brought up some really important things about nonfiction text. Spencer, we talked a lot about why captions are so important, and I want to get back to that right now, because I want us to be sure that when we're reading nonfiction text, that we're really careful to read those captions because they have such important information. Did you have something to add?
Yeah, I think why we need captions because if we're reading a book about mealworms, like they go from egg to, to little, then bug, then pupa, then roam.
And
that's why we need captions.
Right. Because not everybody's had the chance, like we have, to grow mealworms in their classroom, so they'd want to actually read about the stages that the mealworm goes through
before they even do something about it.
Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you for bringing that up.
Students need to be exposed to both literary and content reading because that mirrors the world in which they will be adults. We have to read certain very functional or content-driven tasks, manuals to understand maybe computers to do a particular job, train schedules, newspapers and magazines. So that would be more of the content area sort of reading.
All insects go through 3 or 4 stages. A nymph dragonfly that is almost an adult has soft wings that are easily damaged. Most insects molt while they're growing.
Speak loudly, Claire, so everybody can hear you, sweetie.
When a butterfly comes out of its chrysalis, it takes 2 hours for its wings to dry, and then it can start to fly.
Okay, I'm going to jump in with this group. Be sure that when you share, each fact that you guys have recorded is so major, right? Has so much to talk about. So rather than read through your list of facts, read one and then talk about it. Because Claire was in the CD-ROM group, right? So even Claire, when you brought up that some insects go through 3 stages as they grow and some go through 4, you might ask Jane and Adam, who were part of the movie group, did you guys see that in your movie? I saw that happen on my CD-ROM. What did you see in the movie?
First, there's a concept called front-loading, that is, helping students to anticipate or predict what is in a particular chapter or a piece of content material that they're going to read. Second, teaching some of the specific and important vocabulary words or concepts that are necessary for understanding that particular content. A third strategy is to just have students preview the chapter or the materials that they're going to read, to look at the major headings, to look at some of the illustrations, to get a general idea of what that particular chapter or material may be about.
This particular page is about the red admiral butterfly, and I just can't help but go to the back before we start and show you, here. Not as big as that giant centipede was that we talked about earlier, but red admiral butterfly is pretty big.
Butterfly bigger than this big.
Yes.
I'm back in our island in the butterfly house.
And Max, what you're doing right now is so important. You're thinking about experiences that you've had with butterflies before we even read. And that's excellent. That's helping your brain to not be so busy, right? You're helping your brain to organize some of the things I'm going to teach you.